I don't care about Professor Arnold. He ain't seen what I seen when it comes to aliens.
And what have you seen, Georgina?
I was abducted. I was deconstructed. My whole life was erupted.
Well, why don't you tell us what happened? You said you were abducted?
Well, I was used to be the lead provisioner and head cretin of a local slot machine parlor, and one night after closing time, I was cleaning out the dog traps we have in front of the store.
Did you say dog traps? Like for stray dogs?
Any kind.
And what kind of traps were they?
Smashing.
And what purpose did they serve?
I mean, what purpose does a cathedral serve? What purpose does the Mona Lisa serve? Look, can I get back to my story about my abduction?
Yes, yeah, of course.
So I'm cleaning out the dog traps, and this bright white light shines above me, and suddenly I find myself floating above the air, and I come to in what seems to be the laboratory of a spacecraft with lots of little aliens all around me.
What did they look like?
They looked a lot like the dogs from the traps after they were smashed in the traps. But anyway, they all looked very bored with themselves. And even though I couldn't understand their alien tongue, I knew that they needed some meaning in their life. And so I decided to introduce them to the wonderful world of gambling. Now, I had a lot of experience teaching newcomers about this stuff because of the after-school programs we run in the slot machine parlor, but I had to skip the lesson about cleaning the dog traps because they didn't have any dog traps in their spacecraft. It seemed like even though their civilization was more advanced than ours, they were still a few years off from developing sophisticated dog traps.
Okay, just respectfully, can we move on from the dog traps?
Spiffy, I think if Georgina wants to talk about the dog traps, we should let her.
No, the hideous podcaster is right. I was getting way off track. Basically, I introduced them to gambling. Their civilization loved it. They elected me to be their leader. We went to war with various other galaxies, planets, really brutal stuff. And basically, after signing a treaty with the Grubulons, they dissolved the monarchy, and I was sent back to Earth. And basically, I've just been cleaning out the overflow in the dog traps that accumulated while I was gone on my intergalactic adventure.
Wow, that is one of the most remarkable stories I've ever heard. Not to sound skeptical, but did you take any kind of souvenirs or do you have any evidence about all these adventures?
Spiffy, that is not really in the spirit of the San Fernando Alien Con. We like to listen to each other, and we like to not judge. Okay?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Here, I got this. This is a medallion that they gave me for my work. Here, take this.
Okay, it looks like this looks to be a dog's paw.
That's what I thought too when they gave it to me, but it's a medallion. Don't you worry.
Whoa, Chismond, what the heck happened, man?
Oh, I dozed off and I had a nightmare.
What was the nightmare about? I have a knack for interpreting dreams.
I was at the dentist, but the dentist was my uncle, and the other dentist was my aunt, and the dental assistant was my cousin.
You will spend 3 years in federal prison.
Can we circle back to Georgina, some of your stories about when you were, part of this galactic empire or whatever? I mean, it sounds pretty amazing.
Well, I try not to let myself be defined by that. Yes, on the one hand, I was the emperor of a very successful galactic takeover, but on the other hand, the slot machine parlor is doing extremely well. It seems like the ages of our patrons are getting younger and younger, and the thing I love about these young gamblers is their tenacity. It's like they're waiting for me when I open, and they refuse to go home when it's time to close, and also the amount of dogs we're catching has just gone through the roof.
Spiffy, I mean, what Georgina has accomplished as a beautiful woman cannot be narrowed down to simply her extraterrestrial adventures.
Get your hand off my back, snide Clive. It's never gonna happen for you.
Okay, point taken.
Chismond, I'm curious what your experience with aliens is.
Are you the cop?